Hey guys, ready for part 3? Woo! Alright, we're going to continue on where we kind of left off. This here is an engraving piece that I did, which you can't, I wish you guys could see it. What I did was I engraved Raven on the front. If I could like align the stars just right so you can see it. But yeah, it's sterling silver locket. And it holds, if I can open it, yay, I can open it. It's a little silver goddess and a little silver god. And there's a story behind these. This little silver goddess and little silver god. I made these in high school in a jewelry making course out of wax. And I kind of carried them around with me everywhere I went. After high school, I traveled around a bit and kind of went from home to home. I didn't keep an address for more than a year. And when I left my ex, I had these two, not the locket, but just the two little guys. And I had this icon that I had made while I was pregnant, which again has the rabbit and the stag and the goddess and the god. But that was all I had. Everything else has been since I left my ex. So they have a lot of meaning to me. So yeah, I made this little locket. Again, sterling silver. I made the hinge all by myself. You know, it's very pretty. I wish you guys could see the engraving. I did a decent job. There's only one little strip there. This is my sistrum, which has its bast is the handle, which I think Alex would just like love this. She does have a hole in her nose, and she's got one in the top of her head. But what it is the bast itself I carved, and she was supposed to be hollow, and then I gravity poured it with bronze. So this color here, this color that you see, the goldy color, this is actually the color of unpatinaed bronze. The only thing that I did was I put a little bit of some stuff to oxidize it a tiny bit, just to kind of bring out the carving in the ears and around the eyes, which I'm really sorry you can't see. And then this top here, this here is all copper, and this is copper as well. And then these little discs here, which look black, are actually silver. So the sound it makes is silver. That's the sound that silver makes. So that's my sistrum. And again, this was part of my display. I love this. Ever since I saw paintings of like ancient Egypt, I've wanted a sistrum. And bast is very dear and near and dear to my heart. So I had to make it with bast. I think it's just beautiful. And the other thing that I got to make was this. This is my chalice. Now I know it doesn't look like it. It's supposed to look like a vortex of water like twisting up. But it looks like a tree. And there was quite a few issues with it when I was making it. Not having enough metal to cast this. This handle is cast, and the bowl here is smith. So this bowl here started off as a sheet, and I hammered it into this shape. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's got a great feel to it. And it's a little crooked in the top, but I kind of like it because you can always see the inside. And even if it does look like a tree, I don't care. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, these are the things that I made. So, so you guys can see. Let's see here. What else do I have? I have my cauldron, which right now is used to store my compass, some matches from Athens, and a little bag. I haven't used my cauldron yet, so it's just kind of there. And then this is one of my favorite boxes ever. It's from Poland, with a brass. And it's kind of, again, a catch-22. These are my scarab runes. And I've got more matches and a little brass lock and my pendulum and a candle. And there's a little, one of those little purple goddesses. I've got like 3 of these things floating around. And some cheapo incense that, again, was part of my travel altar. It's just kind of where I shove stuff. But I love it. And these are some silver candles that should be over here. I've got, these are money envelopes that I use for spells, because they're pretty. This is part of my travel kit, which I can show you. I'm going to be redoing my travel altar altogether, so I've got an empty bottle. I've got a bottle with holy water that has a little citrine in the bottom. Salt. And this is rosemary and lavender, which are the 2 default herbs for me. It's like, if you don't know what to use herbally, I just use rosemary and lavender, and we're good. And it works just about every time. This is my next fun box. I love this box. It doesn't look like much, but inside is all of my stones. Well, sort of. I've got one of these chestnuts. And I've got all these little bottles have different kinds of stones. And if you watch Charming Pixie Flora, you'll know what they are. Hi, Cleo. This is Miss Cleo. My little adopted kitty cat. She's funny. But yeah, so all these little bottles have different stones in them. And I've got like 3 bottles of citrine and probably the same amount of bottles of amethyst. Because I love amethyst. I've also got my, sorry, I'm not even showing you everything. I've got my amethyst point and weird little stones carving in it. And all that stuff is in here as well. Actually, I should probably, there. But yeah, so that's my box of gems. And then actually, it's my box of jars of gems, which I think is just so fun. This is something I got for my display, and what it is it's a display shelf for my altar. So I put the god and goddess on it. It's pretty. And I've also got, this is actually the bottom of a pot from the dollar store, but it makes a wonderful offering dish, and I love this deep blue color. Let's see here, what else do I got? I've got, this is my boyfriend gave me this box for Yule, hoping that it would fit my tarot. So this is my tarot in it, and it doesn't. So I use it for all my runes. I've got different bags of different kinds of runes in it. And let's see here. Alright, so this box here, I'll show you the box, and then we're going to cut to the next part, because we won't have enough time for me to open the box. But this box here I also got for my display, and it was part of the background. And it's big enough to hold my tarot. But right now it is storing this. So, in the next part, I will show you what's wrapped up in paper.